on Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we won the Super Bowl again for, I believe, the 8th time this series. And in this episode, we're going to be going through the season 26 offseason. That includes the Phil staff part that we actually have not done. It's basically just a re-sign phase. We're going to obviously keep our coordinators. We just won the Super Bowl, even though our defense was lackluster. The bad news is we have negative 18 mil in cap space, so there is no chance we are bringing anyone back. Luis Garay, we are going to decline the 5th-year option on. However, Rayshon Snow, we are going to accept. So this is what the team is going to be looking like. These are some of the players we will, unfortunately, be saying goodbye to. We can't even afford to franchise tag DeAndre Griffin like I plan to. We'll see if I go back into it. It will let me. I don't think it will. So, unfortunately, we're going to be... Oh, no, we can. We're going to go ahead and franchise tag DeAndre Griffin. All right. There we go. There is everything done now. Go ahead and advance week. Then we'll show off the team. So, we most likely aren't going to be able to sign anyone. As you see, negative 19 mil in cap space. So, this is what we are going to be working with. Running back room is beyond weak. I don't even remember re-signing Manuel Cota, but I guess we did. But for now, Demetrius Sims is going to be the running back 1. 5th round pick. I mean, Cota is a power back. He is not. He is a situational guy. But the offense is looking phenomenal, in my opinion. The defense, I'd say not as good. Oh, no, it actually says our defense is better. 88 offense, 91 defense. Well, okay, I'll take it. And then special teams, in my opinion, is looking real good. So just so you guys can see, because obviously I don't want to leave you guys out in the dark. Here are all the free agents. Pretty good quarterback in Robert Stanford. There is one team already offering him 46 mil though. For a 35-year-old, this is pretty much his last ride, it sounds like. As a starter, I should say. Maybe he finds work as a backup later on, but as a starter. So some pretty good players. Go ahead and advance week. Like I said, we can't do anything, unfortunately. I mean, we could look to maybe trade some guys away to try and clear up some space, or I guess to that extent, we could also restructure some contracts, but we're not going to do that. Aaron Philbin goes unsigned, so he's like, you know what? I'm clearly not as sought upon as I once was. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. Which is very fair. Once the teams kind of give up on you, there's little reason to, especially probably at his age. All right, so we're looking for former players for us. Robert Stanford, by the way, goes to the Jets on that 1 year. So former players, as well as divisional signings, is who we are going to call out. Someone who I imagine would have signed was Tyler O'Neill, I believe his name was. Jabari Bowman, the wide receiver, goes to Denver on a 2-year. Maybe not. I feel like he would have been a better overall than this. Nicholas O'Dode 1-year deal to the Broncos. Was it Toby O'Neill? I thought his name was Tyler. Oh yeah, it was Toby. Damn, he went for 1,000 yards last year. I didn't even realize that. Okay. All right, back to what we were looking at. Uh, Anyone else? We're already pretty low down, well past the halfway point. We see some X factors, some superstars sign. Finally, we see Dorian Tyson, maybe a backup quarterback, probably will be. Go to the Chiefs on a 1 year. Jeremy Malone, not a former player or a division signing, but an X factor 24-year-old. Pretty good signing in my opinion. We see Demetrius Spence go to the Chiefs as well as Nicholas Perez and Orson McFarland. So Chiefs double dip in that quarterback department. And our last players, our worst player according to overall and all of that, is going to be Mike linebacker Brandon Benson, who signs a 1-year deal with the Giants. All right, but now that all of that is out of the way, I almost did not do our private workouts. We do have some private workouts we have to go over. We're going to be looking at edge rusher ideally, as in my opinion, that is by far the biggest need. The offensive line's looking good. Definitely want to invest in running back now. Running back is top of the list as well. So edge rusher and running back are the two we are. However, I'm pretty sure running back should be a free star. It is, okay. Which we have Von Pierman as well as Jeff Boss if we want to wait a bit. Oh, and then we also have an undrafted guy down here in Josh Zimmerman. We'll probably go ahead and pick him up as well. So in my personal opinion, what I'm looking at is I am looking at Von Pierman, and if he doesn't fall, then if we don't get him, Jeff Boss, and then we also have that undrafted guy. So we're gonna go back to edge rusher, I imagine. Okay, I thought I miscounted. I was like, is there 5 or 6 top 5 guys? We're gonna go ahead and do 2D tackles as well, because I do think it should be not necessarily top of the list, but it's on the list. It is a consensus third. And where we might be drafting, we have a lot of firsts. We always do at this point. We have 6, 14, 18, 19, 20, 27, 28, 20, and 31 and 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 first round picks. So hopefully those guys, we just put those private workouts into our studs. Because we can go ahead and, if we so need, go ahead and trade up for them. But ideally, Jonathan Springs or Clint Woodbury fall to us at 6. And we make the move up. We see D tackle go first. We see quarterback go second. Edge third. D tackle fourth. And as long as Tennessee doesn't snipe us, which they do not, we are going to go ahead and we are going to grab Jonathan Springs, 22 years old, first round edge rusher. Took him at 19, or ranked 19, but got him at 6. Pretty good value in my opinion. But you thought we were done? Ooh, I do not want to offer Jelani Pinkins, that is for sure. All right, Detroit, you're next on the list. I will offer you pick 18 and pick 32. All right, and that's going to be enough to move up. And we're going to do a thing called double dipping. Clint Woodbury. We're going to also grab the very next pick. 11 took him at 7. Hidden Dev as well. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. All right. Now for our next pick. From a talent standpoint, it kind of falls off. Now, we could just go ahead and lock up Von Pierman. Not opposed to that either. Or we could grab another edge rusher in Ian McCain. Which I think we're going to go ahead and do. 35 took him at 14, Hidden Dev. And now we're going to go ahead and grab Von Pierman. 37 took him at 19, normal Dev. Not ideal. From a Dev trade standpoint, but multiple firsts from Jacksonville is going to be hard to beat. In fact, no one is going to beat it. Out of curiosity, who do you guys take? You take a left tackle. And round out the end of the first round with picks 27. I mean, we could guarantee an edge rusher. Oh, I was about to say, did Jeff Boss go? You guarantee a center. Ultimately, I think we can afford to trade away picks, though. Buffalo's offering a first. Atlanta's offering a first. Kansas City's offering a first. We're going to take Kansas City's. Yes, the offer, in my opinion, is worse. But guaranteeing we get an enemy's first. And Kansas City again. Yeah, this might allow them to greatly improve this year. But the odds are in our favor that the picks are going to be better. They are going to have to be top 5 practically for the picks to be worse. And with our final pick in the first round, we are going to go ahead and grab who's y'all? You're both the same age. Okay, A, B, okay, C, A. Literally the only thing different is injury, which I think there's also run block is a bit worse, but if he could be out there longer with a less chance of getting injured, we are going to take that. We now don't pick until the end of the second. But we are going to go ahead and grab Jeff Boss. 28 took him at 54. Hidden Dev, okay. I mean, let's just keep taking Kansas City's picks, honestly. And then with this pick, who do we want to take? The only position we know is running back. What positions do we need? Offense, we're pretty good. I mean, we could grab a 6th receiver, maybe. But Logan Patton is a 86. And he's listed at our receiver 5. Why is he listed all the way down there? It's going to be hard to justify taking a receiver, but ultimately, it might have to be. Okay, so Ruiz is a slot guy. Patton is also a slot, funnily enough. McClendon is a playmaker. Parker is a deep threat. So we need to get a physical guy, which is what Taylor Reyes is, but he's probably not going to be our future deep threat guy, or our physical guy. So is there a physical receiver? Right here, Walter Thorpe. We're taking the flyer on. I don't care if you're good or bad. 171, took him at 64. Hidden dead, though. And now we're at the point where we are going to concede all our picks. Okay, 3, 3, 4. Close our eyes and scroll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, Houston, we have a problem. We want your first round pick. Oh. Oh, I see. All right, Houston. Pleasure doing business. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arizona. We'll ask for your second because I don't think we're going to get your first with what we have to offer. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Well, let's first and foremost, let's ask for the first and expect the second. Okay. Oops, did not mean to hit resume. All right. Real question is, did this final running back fall, or is he off the board? He's still there. Zimmerman. Josh Zimmerman. Uh-oh, the game is starting to lag, like, real bad. 33 took him at 198, hidden dev. Okay. And what's good is actually everyone from this draft we no longer have to sign. Everyone from here, because it is only 30 seasons in a franchise. This physical dude has a catch. Rob Washington. 150 took him at 219. Not terrible. And with our final flyer, we'll go ahead and just take Junior Westbrook. Get a cornerback, safety if we need to. And we see Terrell Marion also hang up the cleats. 76, 77, 74, 74, 72, 75, 68, 74, 68, 67. The number one player. Well, let's start with the worst. Clayton Barnes is going to be the worst. The best is going to be an 84 overall. Woo-wee. Good pick by the Rams. All right. And another thing, you do not draft a running back in the first round. Granted, doesn't look like he's the greatest. To be a backup. Pearman is going to get the start. However, Boss is going to be breathing down your neck. This might be one of those situations where Isaiah Wall, which speaking of, did he get signed? Or I said Wall, Isaiah Tate. Yeah, he goes unsigned. We can afford him, but I don't want to bring him back unless an injury kind of forces us to. But I mean, he was great for us. His final year definitely was too much to overcome. But he was still great. Like, the whole time he was with us. And that's not anything I'd change. Like, I would not ask for him. Be like, oh, I prefer you played worse just to get you for one more year. Like, if his career average was basically, if he had his average and it went across one more season, it would mean he would be better his last season, but worse the rest. Just a tiny bit, but ultimately, I'd rather not. But I appreciate everything he did. He was the second longest tenured running back outside of the obvious GOAT. Why doesn't that work? Hold on, I'm backing out. This franchise is just super buggy, I guess. Because I'm trying to show you guys Ashton Genty's accomplishments. There we go. All-time leading rushing yards and all-time leading touchdowns goes to Ashton Genty. Right. That's how you know he was good. And here's something I want to say I wish he could do. EA, take notes. Oh, maybe it's right here, actually. Or maybe not. Because I cannot view Isaiah Tate's rushing yards because he is not on a team. I'm pretty confident he would be number 2 on this list, however. I know for a fact he is not on the same level as Ty Horn. But I think he's number 2 in terms of yards. And that really sucks knowing that I can't view that unless a team signs him. Which a team is almost never going to sign an old running back. They're going to always, even if the overall suggests like this dude is elite, like, is he a starter? Probably not anymore. But by no means do I think he should be a backup. I think he should. You want me to rock 5 running backs? I'm sorry, Demetrius Sims, but you are going on the practice squad until further notice. I really like Reyes, which sucks. I thought he could be special for us, but unfortunately, he's not gonna make the team. We had to cut 15 players. We are currently at 3, so we got a long way to go. All right, we're now at 4 for the offense. Okay, we have a lot of edge rushers. We do not need 8. Dalton Sherman, you're gone. Chad Montague, practice squad, right edge. We're going to cut Sam Holiday. We're going to practice squad Preston. Mike Davis, congrats, you have earned the 2nd rusher spot. Priester is a very solid player as well, which sucks to have to do that, but we have a solid 5. And just like that, we are already at 12. We have done a really good job. We don't need free wills. So a cornerback to go. Oh my goodness, there we go. Christian Barker, we're going to take a flyer with you. We're going to move you over to free safety. We're in practice squad Junior Westbrook. And just to be clear, Enrique Castro, you are going to be gone. All right, we have our 53 lined up. Kitty cat, why'd you try and scratch me? Choose class. We're going to do auto-generator rookies, obviously. I do want to check out the preseason stats. Are we not able to view that? Oh my goodness. This is so like you guys probably can't tell. But this is so delayed. Like, this is bad. Okay, so tight end's definitely probably going to be our national focus. I then would say Mike linebacker is next in line. I then say tackle, safety, and then we can have a wild card 5th one. Well, I guess we could double dip. Okay, so we already have Mike. We already have tackle, which is perfect. So tight end is our national, our 3-star. Our 2-star is going to go ahead and be... Shit, what position did I say? Mike. Okay, we have to fire you because we want a 3-star. Oh, I guess we could have double dipped in Mike. Oh, well. Mike. 1-star, we want to go ahead and grab tackle we already have. I am not seeing safety anywhere. There we go. With how big safety is, honestly, we're probably just going to double dip in the safety department. Okay, so we're going to look at Mike linebacker, which is the most important. Okay, only one guy. Okay, I think we're going to go... Well, let's look at the other ones first. Because Mike, as long as it's not central. Central is literally the only one it should not be. Okay, we're going to go southeast for safety. We'll then do offensive tackle, and then we'll grab the other. Okay, so round 3 through 4 guy and a round 1. Okay, so there's 3 decent guys. Okay, this one's also good. Okay, we're going to go west for tackle. Which means, by default, central is the only one we're not going to do. So you get northeast. And then central for safety. Round 2 for free. So, But there is all of that set up. The last thing we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to look at our roster. Looking pretty good in my opinion. 89 overall across the board. And then special teams for all those people who love that. Last thing I want to check is I want to once again go ahead and see if Isaiah Tate has been signed. Oh, he has. Well, here's an easy way to check that. We go to career stats. Okay, so preseason don't count, so none of these guys have anything to show. He's number 3 on the list, Isaiah Tate. And he signed with Houston. Yeah, as you can see, kind of downhill towards the end of his career. He had 10 touchdowns with us last year, though. I did not realize that. Was never, I don't think he never hit 1,000 rushing yards. I was hyping him. I thought he had more. I thought he would have been high 7,000s, low 8,000s, but no, he's barely in 7,000. We'll see if he's actually the starter as well. I want to go ahead and check that out. He currently is, unless they have like Trevor Redmond or Marcus Beverly start instead. So he is currently there. But you also look, they have a combined 1 year of experience. So it probably was an experience signing. He probably is going to be the mentor to those guys. So Isaiah Tate still rocking the 37. Love to see that. Good luck to you. And yeah, good luck in Houston. But that is going to do it for this episode, whatever you want to call it, stream. We are at the very end of the series now. There are only 30 seasons, and there is no offseason for season 30, obviously. So now that season 26, it's fully done. We have season 27, which is going to be 2 parts because the offseason and then the actual season. Season 28, 2 parts. Season 29, 2 parts. And then season 30, which will only be 1 part because, like I said, there is no season 30 offseason. So we have 7 content avenues remaining in the series. Very sad that we're getting close. However, as I'm doing this today, College Football 27 comes out normally. Sorry, I was texting someone. So yeah, College Football 27 comes out today. Quick little advice I want to give. I want to give my word in on it. I know there is a lot of controversy around the game right now. I don't mind microtransactions to an extent, right? From what people are saying, I think it's a good thing that you can just upgrade your coach all the way with one purchase. However, for it to be practically impossible, I think it literally is impossible to get your coach max level without purchasing. That's where I draw the line. Because at that point, it's incentivizing people to buy it. It's no longer just a shortcut. It's not possible at all. That part I don't mind because it allows people to just go ahead and do that. Maybe that's what they want. That's cool. But for it to not even be possible to get your coach max level, and I'm talking about in Dynasty, by the way, that's where I don't like that. I also don't like how they hid that from people. Not even the EA creators. You got like Bengal, Bordeaux, not the expert. Those type of people, the guys who are big in the content of college football and Madden. EA kind of fucked up. I'm just gonna say there is now the biggest creators that promote your game are now voicing their concerns. You messed up. Like these are literally the faces of your game. These are the go-to people that like if you want to watch that, those are the people you are going to watch. And to have them actively bad-mouthing you, it's not like, oh, this game sucks and all of that, like because they threw an interception or something, and it's like, oh, that shouldn't have been an interception. For them, it's not even the gameplay. It's a offline mode. I'm pretty sure you can spend money in Road to Glory too, which, once again, I'm kind of on the same page. I'm pretty sure you can max out your player in Road to Glory. But it's nice to have that shortcut if you don't want to do that. If you just want maybe for like content. So, from my extent, I am not totally against the idea. I just think, one, you blindsided everyone. That in alone, you fucked up. Like, you got everyone against you now. If you would have included that in, like, I don't know, one of your trailers or your live showcase that you had, that would have been fine. But you hid that from like your notes, from every little aspect of the game. Apparently, a lot of the employees knew about it and were pissed about it. So now your own team is like divided. I don't know. I just think the way they're going, and I don't know if it's in franchise mode yet in Madden 27. It better not be. Or, like I said, I'm cool with it as long as it gets balanced. You need to easily be able to level up your coach. Or maybe not easily. But there needs to be a slider for, like, coach leveling up to where you can go faster if you want. Because, like I said, I like that being an option. However, for it to not be possible to level up your coach all the way without spending money, which, by the way, assuming you have no points in the game, like from like pre-ordering or on that, and like your coach is literally level 1, $150. I'm pretty sure I saw. That's double the game price. That's how much it would cost to buy both the Ultimate Edition of Madden and college football. The MVP, whatever. So I ultimately just think EA is trying to say we are putting in all this hard work for our game. And I will say, Madden college football looked great. Like, I was really happy and excited for the new titles. But for you to say we deserve a reward by you paying more money, we already have the subscription, which I know people are not happy about, with the MVP Plus, where all of that. I don't know, EA, it just feels like you are trying now to say you can no longer come at us for charging this much money for a game that sucks when the game is great. But now that the game is great, you got to pay more for it. You got to pay for the benefits. That's, I don't know. Ultimately, I think EA just, I don't think they're ever going to get it right. Right? Madden 26, in my opinion, was the foundation of a step in the right direction. Like, you could only continue to build off of this. Removing features would quite literally fuck you. I'm sorry for swearing so much, but it just shows how passionate I am. Like, it was perfect. You added enough from 25 to where we saw a dramatic difference. However, not enough to where maybe a casual player would go in and be like, what is all of this? Right? And that would allow you for people to then keep on just gradually expecting more until the game actually got so realistic. But no. Now we're kind of taking a step backwards, which is fine, I guess. Because you look at it, yes, it's nice. I love the directions they're taking with the gameplay and the features. Like, it feels as realistic as ever. But for you to go ahead and add all of these money things, why? Why? Like, it's just, so I don't know. Either way, EA, just fix the microtransactions. I'm not against it. I'm against the way it is. You just gotta make it to where you can get your coach maxed out without having to spend money. That's perfect. But anyway, that is gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time for season 27. Goodbye.